It's a beautiful Tuesday afternoon here on Canada Day.
We welcome everyone to Rogers Center. Thank you all for joining us as we celebrate this great country on Canada Day.
Kevin Gausman back on the mound, coming off a very good one.
Well, last time the Yankees saw Gausman at Yankee Stadium, it did not go well. He was knocked out in the third inning, threw a lot of pitches. Goldschmidt has 7 hits and 13 at-bats against Gausman in his career. Hit sharply, a base hit for Goldschmidt. So he starts off the game with a single.
And now Cody Bellinger hitting .269 with a dozen homers, hit a home run in last night's game. And a splitter hit in the air to right center field, and into the shadows goes Miles Straw to make the catch, one down. Judge has faced Kevin Gausman more than he has faced any other pitcher in his major league career. He's hitting .341, 14 for 41 with 6 homers. And with how careful teams are being with Judge, it makes the spot where Jazz Chisholm Jr. is in the lineup that much more important. And he's been a very hot hitter. This is popped up on the infield. The infield fly rule is in effect. The catch made by Andres Jimenez, 2 down.
So here's Stanton. Stanton 7 hits and 22 at-bats with 2 home runs against Gausman. And he walked him. So a single and 2 walks. The Yankees have the bases loaded, 2 outs for Jason Dominguez.
Dominguez just 1 at bat in his career against Gausman, 0 for 1.
Ground ball up the middle and through for a base hit. Goldschmidt scores. Here comes Judge. He'll score. It's a big 2-run single for Jason Dominguez, and the Yankees jump out ahead 2-0.
Backbreaker, 2 out, and 2 RBI knock. Here is Max Fried, be his 18th start on the season. He's been spotted 2 runs to work with.
It's not a lot of fun. Back on April the 27th, just 1 unearned run over 6 innings. He got the win against the Blue Jays.
Ernie Clement in the leadoff spot today with Bo Bichette out of the lineup again.
Taps that one out to second. LeMahieu, 1 down.
Here's George Springer, and it's good to see him back in the lineup today after what happened in last night's game. Springer trying to go first to third on the base hit by Guerrero and got an inadvertent knee to the throat as he dove in headfirst to third and collided, and he's on with a walk.
There's Vlad Guerrero Jr. Game-winning hit last night. David mentioned 115.7 miles per hour off the bat, a 2-run single. Now in his loop to second base, and LeMahieu puts it away. There's Alejandro Kirk, hit .337 in the month of June. Chop and grabbed by the leaping Goldschmidt. Took a base hit away, steps on the bag, and that'll do it.
For the 3rd out, nicely done.
Here is Davis Schneider. And down goes Schneider. First strikeout for Fried. Strangely, the Yankees as a team are 7-11 in the games before Max Fried pitches. He is 8-1 again after Yankee losses. Right back to the 3-time Gold Glove winner.
Underhand flip to Goldschmidt, and that was a stress-free inning for Max Fried.
So now Judge, and this will be interesting, and I think they'll pitch to him, but they walked him intentionally twice last night, and once was with the bases empty.
That one's in the gap and down and goes all the way to the wall. And Judge picks up a double.
It's crazy that Aaron Judge is so good and having such an incredible season that if he doubles, it's like, I'm okay with that. You know what I mean? Like,
It's okay. Yeah, you take it.
Runner at second, 1 down, and the batter is Chisholm, who popped up his first time up. Fastball, and he didn't get the call, and Gausman is steamed, and he is giving Doug Eddings an earful, and John Schneider was about ready to come onto the field, and you can understand from Gausman or any pitcher's point of view, he just might have made the best pitch he's made today. And ball 4. So Gausman thought he had him, but eventually he walks him. Now Giancarlo Stanton swung on and missed. 96-mile-an-hour fastball, 2 down.
So here's Dominguez, his 2-run single in the first. That's the only scoring in this game.
Hit on a line and caught at second by Andres Jimenez to end the inning.
So that'll bring up Paul Goldschmidt with a runner at first and 2 down. Goldschmidt 1 for 2, singled and scored in the first.
Line drive down the left field line. It's a base hit for Goldschmidt. LeMahieu is steaming to third. They're going to hold him up there, and it is a double for Paul Goldschmidt. He's 2 for 3.
Leaves runners at second and third. I got to go right at Bellinger, of course, with Judge on deck. Even as good as Cody Bellinger is, 0 for 2 today. High fly to right center. Back is Straw, and he's got room
to end the inning. A good escape by Kevin Gausman after giving out a 2-out single.
Springer, Guerrero Jr. and Kirk 2-3-4 against Max Fried. No runs, no hits.
Springer walked in the first, the only base runner the Blue Jays have to this point.
I gotta believe he has just bought himself something softer away.
Curveball, and hit pretty well to deep left field, and it is gone. George was thinking the same thing you were thinking, and he hits it out for his 12th home run of the season.
George Springer opens the scoring for the Blue Jays, makes it 2-1 for the Yankees in the bottom of the 4th.
So the Blue Jays are on the board with their first hit of the afternoon.
Slow dribbler to third. Bad throw. And it pulls Goldschmidt off the bag, so Schneider will reach.
That's been a problem, the left side of the infield.
Well, now the tying run and the go-ahead run are aboard.
3 guys reached this inning after only 1 reach in the entire first to third combined. Andres Jimenez up to the plate. First and second, 2 down.
Well hit ball straight away center. Bellinger going back. Gone! Andres Jimenez takes Max Fried to the deepest part of the park for a 3-run homer, and the Blue Jays have the lead. His first home run since June the 10th, his 5th of the season, hitting it off of one of the nastiest pitchers in the game. Aaron Judge leading it off against Kevin Gausman. Judge has walked and scored and doubled.
Line drive. It's a base hit for Judge.
Didn't hit it hard, but he hit it hard enough. Good start to the Yankees' 5th.
So the Yankees get the first 2 guys on, first and second, nobody out. That'll bring up Stanton.
Blue Jays up 4-2, top 5.
Swing and a miss, strike 3. Powers up the fastball to 96 miles an hour, and there's 1 out in the top of the 5th. And there are 2 down with runners on the corners.
Here's Volpe. He's 0 for 2.
Grounded to third. Clement has it. And Gausman gets out of it. First and second, nobody out, and they do not score. Even with first base occupied, the Blue Jays will intentionally walk Aaron Judge for the 3rd time in this 2-game series.
Well, that's his 21st intentional walk. The Yankee record for intentional walks is 23, and that was by Mickey Mantle in 1957.
Moving to third is Bellinger, so runners at the corners now, 1 out.
Here is Stanton, 0 for 2, 2 strikeouts and a walk. And that's under the glove of Clement and into left field. Bellinger scores. Moving to third is Chisholm, and the Yankees have shaved a run off the lead. It's 4-3.
He was waiting for it to come up, and the ball stayed down on him. Don't see that too often from Clement.
Here's Dominguez. And knocked down by Guerrero. That allows Chisholm to score, and Dominguez reaches, and the game is tied at 4. Guerrero was thinking home plate and never watched the ball into his glove.
Back-to-back plays by a team that has been excellent defensively this year. And now the Blue Jays have runners at first and second, and Addison Barger is going to pinch hit against Luke Weaver. And it's strike 3 called to get Barger. And I believe Addison is saying catcher's interference.
The way Addison reacted so quickly, you know as a hitter if you feel something. It sure
yeah.
did. Oh, it's not even
That's
a question.
an easy one.
There was catcher's interference. The call's overturned. 1 out first.
And the bases are loaded with 1 out for the top of the order, beginning with Ernie Clement. And it's into left. And that will give the Blue Jays the lead. It is scored as a base hit. An RBI single for Clement, and the Blue Jays are back on top. And still just 1 out. And now it's the big boys. George Springer is up. There is energy in this ballpark right now. And a high fly ball to left center field. It's going, and it is gone! What a scene here at the Rogers Center. George Springer with a grand slam to blow it open.
Grand slam, George Springer, his 100th homer as a Toronto Blue Jay, blows it open in the 7th. Blue Jays 9, Yankees 4 on Canada Day.
So with the bases loaded and 2 outs, Ernie Clement will come up.
And that's ball 4 to force in a run.
And Ernie Clement with another RBI today goes to first.
I don't imagine it's very often where a guy who's already hit a grand slam comes up his next time up with the bases loaded. And a base hit in the left field. 2 more runs are going to come in. What a game for George Springer. He's got 7 RBIs.
And the Blue Jays lead 12-4 in the 8th.
What a game for George Springer.
Runners on the corners, 1 out.
And that's going to bring up Jason Dominguez. Got the Yankees going, a 2-out, 2-run single in the first inning.
This could be a game-ending double play. There's one. Not in time. He beat it out. Judge scores. He gets another RBI.
So 2 outs. He's at first. And the batter is Anthony Volpe, who's 0 for 4. This is popped up. It will be Jimenez, and that will be the ballgame. Happy Canada Day indeed here at the Rogers Center as George Springer leads the way with 2 home runs and 7 RBIs. And the Blue Jays wind up pounding the Yankees 12-5 to move within 1 game of first place in the American League East.